You're dispatched to a 40-year-old male who's fallen off a roof 6 meters onto a concrete driveway. He's landed on his occiput.
Cool. Okay, so it's during the day, so I can see clearly.
Yep, yeah, we're during the day.
Is it just Nana here that I can see?
Yep, yeah, so you're met when you've come up to the house by the Nana who's the neighbour, and she's seen him fall.
Okay, and so the scene is safe. It appears safe for me to enter?
Yep, yeah, the scene's safe, yeah.
Okay, so from here I can hear the patient moaning.
Yep, so the patient's moaning.
Yeah, and I can see a pool of blood next to his head, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else looks out of ordinary though that I can see?
No.
Okay, and he looks a bit pale from here as well?
Yep, yeah.
Okay. Alright, we'll enter. If you could just grab some baselines for me, that would be great.
Cool.
Cool, thanks. Hi Frank, it's Leisha here from St. John. Can you hear me? So no response to pain, he's not opening his eyes, so that's one. I can hear him moaning, so that's two. Can you just grab my hand, Frank? And I can see he's extending to pain. Cool, so that's a GCS of 5. Just checking his airway. Airway appears to be clear. I can kind of hear him gasping for breath. And they sound irregular. I'm just going to pop an OPA in just to secure his airway. I'm suspecting a TBI because of the mechanism of injury. So I'm going to set him on a high flow oxygen, on a non-rebreather mask. Okay. AUT1 calls comms.
AT1, go ahead.
Can I please have an R50 for possible RSI?
Roger, 10 minutes away.
Copy. Okay. So we got that going. Just doing a quick blood sweep so I can see that there's clearly blood on his head. Nothing coming out of the shoulders. Nothing on the arms, they all feel intact.
Mm-hmm.
Rib cage feels intact, there's no blood that I can see. Nothing in the abdo. Hips feel intact, still no blood. Legs feel intact and no blood. Okay.
Would you like his vitals?
Yes please, what's the blood pressure?
Okay, so his blood pressure come back is 160 over 90, bradycardic 50. His rest rate is 12 and irregular. His blood sugar is 7.6 and his temperature is 37.
Okay, could you please auscultate his chest just for the pneumothorax?
Yep.
So, he's being quite combative at the moment, so I'm gonna give him some morphine since his blood pressure is nice and high for us. Hopefully this will settle him down so we can treat him properly. Breath still okay?
Yeah, his breath sounds are clear and his percussion is normal.
Awesome. Can you get the sharps
Equal
container out?
Yeah.
And could you put the suction next to his head, please? Because he's moaning.
Suction on his head
If you could just start sorting out his situation, Sam, that would be great.
there. Yep, we'll do. We'll grab a scoop.
Thank you. I don't want to collar him because of the fogginess of his head. I don't want to do more to the injury.
Alright, we've got a scoop here.
Okay, could you please try morphine as well?
Yeah, sure. So we've got morphine here, 10 mg 1 ml expires 27
10 mg 1 ml expires 2000. So do you know how to draw it up? So just a 10 ml syringe with 9 ml saline.
Yep.
9 ml morphine. Thank you. Okay, so we've got backup coming. What's the SATS probe coming back as?
So it was sets alone 9
Just quickly check his pupils. And,
Alright, so we've got morphine here, 1 mg 1 ml. There you go.
I'm going to give him 2 mix today just to try and see if that works. To throw some data in this. That's given at 9:30. Okay, we'll scoop him up and we'll get him in the ambulance and we'll treat him from there. Okay, so now we're in the back of the ambulance. I applied a seat. Now we're in the back of the ambulance. I applied a C collar just so that we could move him, but I'm going to take it off so that it prevents further injury of his head that he's got already. I'm just going to assess his GCS again. So Frank, can you hear me? So his eyes are still not opening to pain. I can still hear him moaning as well. Frank, wake up! And he's extending to pain at the moment. So he's still a GCS of 5, which is lower than 10, so he still requires RSI. So I've got an ECG attached now, and attaching my SATS probe and blood pressure cuff. And end tidal. Cool. Okay, so we're pre-oxygenating already. So I'm going to put some nasoprongs on to get ready for when the R50 is here. This is so that he's still oxygenated while the RSI is going on. Also that will attach to the oxygen on high flow oxygen. Just testing out my suction. This all works, so that's ready to go. I'm going to put this under the head to give him good access so that he can see the vocal cords easier. So I've already got a large bore IV in this arm, and I'll try and get a large bore IV in the other arm if I can as well. I'll get my offsider to help. Oh no, offside actually is driving at the moment. We're meeting R50 on the route. So I'll hang a bag of fluid as well. I've got my ET tube holder. That's all ready. I've got my BVN, which I've got also PEEP on at 5 centimetres of water. So that's ready to go as well. And I'll attach my end-tidal CO2. So that is ready to go when R50 arrives. I'll get a set of baselines, make sure the patient is still stable, he's not changing. And cool, I think we're ready for the R50 whenever he arrives. So I've attached nasal prongs, I've pre-oxygenated already with a reservoir mask. I've attached an ECG, a blood pressure, a SATS, and an end-tidal CO2. I've positioned the monitor so I can clearly see it. I've placed a folded towel under the head, and the ET holder is under the head as well and ready to go. Suction is also working and ready to go. I've got a manual ventilation bag with PEEP attached, and I've obtained a set of vitals. The area is all clear for it's all clear for the R50 to perform his task. And yeah, cool. We're now ready to do the RSI procedure when the ICP gets here. We're going to make sure the patient is well sedated with midaz and fentanyl. I'm going to assist the ICP, so when he's ready to intubate, I will hand him over the endotracheal tube and give him the bogey when he needs it. I can also apply burp if he tells me that he needs it, so they can see the vocal cords easier, which means backwards, upwards, rightwards pressure. This is so that they can see the vocal cords, and if the ICP can't see the vocal cords within 15 seconds of trying to intubate, he should reventilate just to get some adequate oxygen back into the patient, who can try with the bougie, which I will hand over to him and help him insert the ET2 tube over the top. If that doesn't work, we then revert back to basic airway management with OPA or LNA, and if that is still not sufficient enough, we'll consider cracking.